Hello everybody. Do you like your samples quiet and sophisticated, just as though they just touch your ears rather than shouting at you? Well, you've tuned into the wrong video, because today we're talking about a brand new library from Spitfire called Colossus. Actually, even that doesn't sound quite right. We're talking about a brand new library called Colossus. There, that's better, isn't it? What it is, it's one of the Albion series. It's a library which, as the very name suggests, is all about big, loud sounds. So what you get, have a quick whiz through here. Let's just show you what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a quick overview, and then we're going to start writing something, and you can see what you think. So you have strings. I mean, just like all the rest of the Albion series, you get a sort of all the sections, but they're sections rather than individual instruments. You get longs and shorts, highs and lows with the strings. You get longs and shorts with the brass, which is predominantly trombones and tuba, and then horns. Woodwinds you get, and flutes and piccolos. Percussion, both. There's quite a lot of percussion, although there's there's quite a lot of percussion, as we'll see in a minute. Drums, guitars, synths, etc. So it's a sort of it covers quite a lot of bases, and the gist of it is big, okay, big, loud, etc. So the first patch which comes up is called Combinations. It's a sort of anthology patch, so to speak. So it allows you to see something of what they've got going. So for example, if we choose the taiko kit, you can get the, if you want the long horns, you've got the, a lot of the brass comes with dynamic movements like these crescendi, which I quite like. I'm very fond of swells, as you know, so they've got plenty of those. Which I find really useful. Low string spiccatos. Etc. What else you got? Oh, pads and all kinds of guitars, longs. Anyway, we'll cover all this when we get into this. Worth noting, as you'll see when we get going, is this. They've added some all kinds of little sort of instrument effects down the bottom here, one of which is called hype. Now what this actually does, hang on, let me get the percussion taiko up, is it sort of adds enormousness to it. Technically, it is adding some distortion, it does something with the high ends, and it exaggerates the low harmonics. But it kind of comes across with a sound like a taiko. It just makes it subbier, and this is never a bad thing. You've got 4 sliders up here. You've got the normal expression on my... People ask, why is your keyboard so dirty? Because I'm in a shed in the middle of the garden. Mud walks into the shed, it flows through the air as dust, it settles on the keyboard. I'm really sorry I can't keep it cleaner than this, but I've got better things to do, like write music. So with that out the way, so these two are quite interesting. What you've got going here is, this one apparently is space. So this makes it bigger or smaller. And this one is the mic position. So if we start, let's get something, let's get a different one. Let's try low. So it's getting closer as it goes up, so it's more ambient at the bottom. No, it's the other way around. And then you add the space, which makes it a bit... So interesting. So it's not really, it's sort of mic positions, but not. Actually, let me just get the email up so I can just explain, because I asked, what is all that about? Okay, following the slide. Okay, so the this slider here, This one is scale, okay? Lets you crossfade from chamber to symphony orchestra. It's the cheapest way of getting extra cellists, I know. Okay, and this one here is depth. Select from 4 different mixes from spot positions to conductor, decatry, and finally ambient positions. And the hype dial, the one I was talking about before, now I've got the email up, says it adds overdrive, high-end saturation, and heavily exaggerated bass harmonics. There you go. Right. Shall we just get stuck in and see what happens if we start? What I've done is I pulled out some stuff which I thought you might like. So what I'm going to do, what shall I start by doing? What shall I put in? Well, I'm going to start with no, I'm going to start with low shorts. Right, here we go. Ooh, it's quite quick. 160, what are you thinking, Guy? Are we going to do 160? I'm not, well, obviously when I started thinking about this, I thought I was feeling in 160 mood, but I've really gone down a bit. Ah! 1 bar and I get it wrong? Okay, let us say, I'm going to try and get this in quite quickly so that we actually make some progress and so you hear a few of the sounds so you can decide if this is the kind of thing you're interested in, etc, etc. Right, so there we go, that's done that. Did I screw that up? I did screw that up. And I've managed to duplicate it millions of times. So I'm going to play it in again. Oh, Guy, come on, get a breath. Hang on, do I want this? Yeah, why not? Okay. What a master of rhythm I am. I'd say that was perfectly played. I'm joking, that's irony. For those of you who don't live in the UK is well known for our sense of irony. That was irony at work. Right, okay, sorry, not looking at this. Now whether this is the right thing to do, I don't know. Okay, shall we try, I tell you what, let's just try whacking this onto a second track and we're going to see what the high strings sound like. That's what the low strings sound like. And we go here, we go into high string shorts. Ah, too short. Okay, too low. Hang on, let me just whack it up one. I must have a button here to transpose it. No, I don't. That's what I do in Cubase, guy. Cubase, guy. You remember Cubase? Yes, you. Of course, we remember Cubase. We're trying to be equal-handed between Logic and Cubase because we know that there's people out there who do both. Transpose up 20. What an idiot. Up 12. Here we go. All right, sock it to us. Okay, let's have a look at some of these controls. I want... Now, you really heard it there. I much prefer, if I'm doing action-y type stuff, which is sort of what I'm doing, I much prefer smaller groups with big space. Why not? Let's go for that. That sounds weird, doesn't it, when you add... No, it sounds better on lower. Also, having played around with this for about 20 minutes, if you add the height button to too many things at once, you end up with them all converging on the same frequency. You've got to pick your one, and then the rest of them have got to float above it. Otherwise, the whole thing sounds like a sort of big, low, wodgy mess. So you need to pick the bits which you want to sound interesting and low. Now, so which am I going to go for? I don't know. I am in two minds, as usual. I think I'm going to go with the top one. It's with the... Come on, Guy. Why is it... Oh, I've muted it. Silly old me. Right. Right, so we're going to put it there. That's what we're going to do. Now we're going to see if we want to add some hype. Okay, that'll do. Right, now what I want to do is to add some high taikos. You can't see it because the 2 octaves above you get, sounds like left and right hand to me. I could be wrong, but anyway. What am I going to do? Oh, I don't know. Let's. Quite like that. Let's tighten them up because we're in the world of tightness here. There's no room for loose floppy stuff. So let's get that going. Right. Okay, there we go. Do I like it doing that, or do I want it doing, which one was I on? Confusion. No, didn't want to do that. Hang on, go back one. That's it. That's the one. That's better. Okay, now I'm going to get some brass in here. I feel a brass crash coming on. Right, let's go to brass hairpins. Are you going to be a hairpin? I want a crash. There we go. Yep, works for me. Yep. So we're going to have one of those. Maybe a bit mildly dissonant one. Now, as regular viewers will know, I'm very fond of, with dynamic movements like this, we just bounce it out so that we can line it up nice and easily. Okay, that's all right. So we now want something going boof. That's quite subby, isn't it? Yeah, go with that. Three, two, one. Okay. Dum, 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 dum. Why do I think that's as far as I'm going to get? I can't see myself developing much beyond that. Okay, let's see. Do I want to start? I want some... Okay. Collens. Ooh, Jette. You don't see Jette very often. Whoa. No. Maybe something almost melodic, but not. Timing allows you to tighten up the timing by moving it forward and back. Then there's a filter and a compression and all kinds of stuff like that. But we're just going to stick with what we've got here. Let's just see what happens when I go. That's the voice of uncertainty. It comes in on bar 2. Do you know what? I think my friend... The thing about quite a lot of the Colossus stuff is it doesn't sound sort of real. It's not like, oh my God, I'm in the same room. No, it's not supposed to. It's sort of hyper real, super real, or whatever. Hence, I'm using them more as sounds than. There we go. Okay, come on. I'm going to try sticking some delay on. What do we got? I am a sucker for an H delay. If I was waves, the individual plugins can be very good value if you know what you're going for, and the whole lot is not very good value when you go for the big spend thousands, like I did all the years ago on the big ones. I don't think it represents good value for money. Whereas if you get individual ones which cost like $30 or something, it's pretty good. The truth is, the only thing which needs to happen here is we need another 2 bars before my friends come in. So I get a couple of goes round. Is that it? Do we think? And then the taikos come in there as well. Yeah, I think that'll do. Let's see what happens now. You see, there is some... Are we going the full... do I really want the shorts? Do I really... Guy, do you want the shorts? I don't know. We could bram it. And on that, here's a new friend of mine. Say hello to Black Hole from Eventide. If you want delay, which sounds like you've just dropped a stone into a pond at the bottom of the universe, this is it. Also, I have to say, you should go and see, if you go to the Eventide website, and see their promotional video for Black Hole. It's hilarious. It's how everybody should do their promotional videos. It's really funny. Okay, where was it? Sorry. Hang on. Number 1 productivity tip. If you're trying to write something, don't go back to the beginning all the time, because you're going to sit through the first 8 bars 150 times, and that actually is enough time to, learn a couple of useful phrases in Serbo-Croat or something, which is a far better use of your time. So where are we going? Whoa, I think so. What's all these other ones I've got? This is one of their synthy things. I'm not a huge fan of sample synthesizers. Look, if it's a UV, do a really good range of sample synthesizers, and they do it. In general, I'm less enthusiastic about sample synths because I prefer a real synth which I can tweak, and it's sort of, I'm a bit stuck with. I don't know. This is very much in the sort of quasi-Bram territory, isn't it? Okay. What else are we going to get in here? Stack woodwinds. Do you know what? Up to now, I'd never really considered the concept of epic woodwinds. No. Yes, no, but this again is Colossus. So anything's possible. Stack woodwinds. Actually, hang on. Did I not pull out when I was going through saying, yeah, it's quite good. The stack picks, actually, I don't know. Is this a load of piccolos? I don't know. Hang on. Where's the piccolos? Piccolos are, I think, more fun. Epic flute seems to be a contradiction in terms, but there we go. Whoops, they're up here. Now, listen what happens now when you put hype on it. You get some kind of strange octave effect. You know, I am not averse to a strange octave every now and again. No. Look, I'm sorry. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Let us... Okay, this is a... Oh. That's got reverb. And how? And maximum hype. And I'm going to stick some... do you know what? Fond as I am of tremolo, somewhere in here there is the possibility of turning on pitch bend, and I can't find it. So I'm now not going to waste your time going, oh, I wonder where that is. Good luck. If I go, nothing happens. I have to say this is an early review copy, so that might be something they'll change. But anyway, nice if they did, to be honest. Because oh, hang on, they have some. Hang on. They have some effecty version of this somewhere. Hang on. I do remember seeing that when I was whizzing through guitars. Effects. Ah, here we go. Oh, it has to load up, doesn't it? Okay. That's pretty... That is quite good. Okay, it's sort of taken shape. Exactly what shape? I don't know. Hang on, let's listen to... Tell you what, let's go back to my original plan. I'm keeping that dive because I like it. Let's go to longs, load the long up, and turn the trem off. And I'm just going to bounce this out. I accidentally played a little grace note at the front. Let's see if that sounds any good. When I run it backwards. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Hang on. More. Reverse, reverse. There we go. Thank you. That's better. Now, 10.7.5 introduces, not the fade tool, the gain tool. Clip gain is here. Look. Oh, yes. Ah, feel the force. Okay. Okay. You've talked me into it. We're going to put that at the end. And now we need, look, we got bam, bam, bat, bat, bat at the end. So we're going to need some extra. There's zip coming out of that. I wonder why. Oh, there it is. Ah, because it's dynamic plugins. It takes a while to load up. Having said I don't like hype on everything. Whoa! If we put that as the last one, let's put that as the last one. So it's got that. Okay. Okay, now here we go. And we need to stop all this other nonsense going on the top because they're just drifting on doing their own thing for no apparent reason. Okay, so what else have we got going which I haven't shown? Space work. Yep, there's one of them. There's a drum kit. There's lots of drum kits actually. Oh, there we go. I'll show you that. There's you get choice. You get. Oh, you don't with that one. Where's the? Is it this one? There's one which gives you a whole load of different kits. Bit too much. Okay. Not quarter notes, my old friend. I don't think so. Right. Now, what happens if I try and put something approaching a silly tune on the top? Go on, let's use this one. Let's go see what we got. Brass hairpins. No. The low brass I like. Oh, okay, let me just go in for these. Full symphony. Oh, load up. Let's try legato. Where's the other brass? Brass longs. Yeah, man. Full. Nah, go on. Oh, come on, load up. This is because it cuts off because when you start it up, it then loads the extra stuff in. So if you look up here, it tells you how many gigabytes you're using. Come on, you can do it. Let's try and make it as small as. Okay, is there any point in doing it here, or shall I just... And then I can add a crescendo to the last one by going brass. Where's brass hairpins? Brass hairpins. It's not hair, well, it's half a hairpin, I suppose. That'll do. Now I'm told if you go to there and you change the timing, you can. Okay, let's try and, what I'm going to do is overlay this crescendo on that last note so that it, there you go. Right, do we want to add any extra bits of cheerful brassiness to this front bit? Well, now you say so, Guy. I'm not averse to a quick hairpin long. I'll go with the hairpin long. That is quite long. Okay, when they say long, normally they mean quite short. Now they mean really long. I'm going to go with medium. Okay. Okay. My thinking there is I need to get these to meet up. Like blind date with brass. No, Guy. Whatever you just did, undo it. It doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, I'm not absolutely loving that effect. So let's try, come on down. It's time for some French horn hairpins. Firstly, those are so much too loud, but the effect's going to work as well. And now I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone with me black hole, so to speak. We're going to make it quite. There you go. So it's big, it's quirky, you can have Epic Celeste if you want, and it's very different to any of the other Albion ones. So, check it out, see what you think. There's some really wacky and interesting stuff in here, like some of these wacky and interesting effects on the bottom. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you found that mildly amusing and informative, which is about the best I can possibly hope for in life. And I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.